He didn't ask me. He told me we're gonna start training. I'm like, okay, cool. Like we training at 6:30. I thought it was 6:30 in the afternoon. I'm thinking like at 6:30 after. He's like, nah, we training 6:30 a.m. I'm like, something wrong with this kid. Like, I'm on my third dream at that time.
Third dream.
So
First, thank you for tapping in, fam. The channel is growing and it sincerely could not happen without you. Your comments, your likes, your support is what's going to make us one of the pillars of great basketball discussions in the game. Let's keep up the great work, fam. Acts. For years, I've heard media, teammates, and anti-Michael Jordan enthusiasts tell me how the man was a bad teammate, only cared about himself, and was a horrible leader. But because I like to think critically and not just roll with the popular narrative like the rest of the sheep, explain, how does a bad leader win 6 championships with 2 three-peats, with no Game 7 allowed in the final rounds? How does that happen? That teaser clip you saw in the beginning, now that's the GOAT leadership we're talking about here. And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear the full story. From rival to teammate, Ron Harper went from giving Jordan fits to becoming one of the key pieces of the Bulls' second dynasty. But make no mistake, MJ didn't ask Harper to step up. Peep it, he told him. And that's what separates Jordan from everyone else. Now, if you don't know about Ron Harper, I don't know if we can talk basketball until you do your homework, fam. Before his knees betrayed him, Harper was a problem with a capital P. The dude was built like a mix of Scottie Pippen and Clyde Drexler with a sprinkle of Gary Payton's defense. He was one of the few guys who could even make Jordan work. I mean, yeah, Mike dropped 50 on him a couple of times, but Harper still put up 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? But that's like surviving 2 rounds with prime Mike Tyson. Yeah, you're still losing, but at least you didn't get knocked out 20 seconds into the first round. Feel me? Drafted in 1987, same year as Pippen, Harper was the guy who made Dr. J call it quits. Hang it up. Imagine being so good that you make a legend say, yeah, I'm done. It's over. Put some respect on Ron Harper's name, fam. And if you don't believe me, let the legend himself tell you out his own mouth. Roll the clip.
Well, Doc, Ron Harper has been in the league now for 10 years. He was arriving just as you were departing.
Hey, Bob, I'll tell you, you guys don't know this, but he might have been the guy who pushed me out of the league. His rookie year, he came into Philadelphia one time, did a pirouette when I tried to steal the ball from him and laid it high off the glass. Quite embarrassing. And then about 3 plays later, he goes down the lane. I tried to elevate to block the shot. He goes up a little bit higher, dunks it on me. It made the doc think that maybe it was time to move on and let the young guys take over.
Wow. You know, that's such an amazing story by Dr. J. You know, here's the thing, fam. You always hear the media say, Jordan was a bad teammate, he was a bully, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they'll crown LeBron as the ultimate leader because he's buddy-buddy with everybody. But let me ask you this. Who's got 6 rings, right? Jordan's leadership wasn't about being liked, it was about being winning, fam. Being a winner, right? And Harper's story, it proves the point. Fast forward to the mid-90s, Harper, he joins the Bulls, and now he's playing alongside the guy he used to go to battle with. But Jordan didn't care about who you were before, or none of that. Once you was on his team, it was business. It was gladiator. It was, hey, we gotta go to war. And Harper learned that real quick when MJ hit him with the now legendary 6:30 a.m. invitation. It wasn't optional, right? Jordan's infamous breakfast club wasn't for the weak. 6:30 in the morning, weights, conditioning, no excuses. Ron Harper thought he was crazy at first. But then he realized this is what it takes to win. Jordan didn't just sharpen himself. He sharpened everybody around him until they were all razor sharp. That's why the Bulls dominated. Think about it. Let's be real. Does Scottie Pippen strike you as the type to hit 6:30 in the morning workouts before practice on his own? No. Jordan's leadership made him. So for all you brain dead folks saying, if it wasn't for Pippen, India would have won. Let me remind you, without Jordan, Pippen could never be Pippen. Period. Jordan's leadership was like being in the Navy SEALs. You either rise to the challenge or you get left behind. Ron Harper, he became one of Jordan's most trusted soldiers. And it wasn't just him. On Stacey King's podcast, Harper called Pip the greatest small forward in NBA history. Think about that. Jordan's leadership didn't just make the Bulls great, it made individuals great, like Pippen, like Harper, Paxson, Kerr, Hodges, better than they ever would have been if it wasn't for him. But I've given enough context on this. I'm gonna let Harp tell you the story out of his own mouth. Check out the Gimme The Source podcast for the whole interview. It's pretty good. Take a listen to Harp, and we'll come back and wrap it up.
Practices.
So when I got to Chicago in 95, MJ was retired.
Right.
And he was in the gym more than us. Every time we come to the gym, I'm like, dude, you coming back to play? Nah, I ain't coming back to play. I said, man, come on, man. It's like, you here every fucking day. Like, what the hell you doing? So when he finally decided to come back to play, he walked up to me now. He didn't ask me. He told me we're going to start training. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we training at 6:30. I thought it was 6:30 in the afternoon. I'm thinking like at 6:30 after. He's like, nah, we training 6:30 a.m. I'm like, something wrong with this kid? Like, I'm on my third dream at that time.
Third dream.
So, I said, okay, I'll be at your house. Got the guard gate, got to go ring the guard gate, code, talk to the guard, go in, I'll go downstairs. I see Tim over there, and Tim shoot the high, but what's going on? I'm yawning, sleep in my eyes. MJ walked down with a cup of coffee and a cigar in his mouth. I said, who smokes at 6:30 a.m.? I do. Let's go. Now, I thought I worked out pretty hard and I trained pretty. Now, I was a pretty good player, so I knew how to work out and train pretty hard. But when I started watching the stuff he was doing and watching him and how strong he was, I had to step my game up. I stepped up, getting in the gym, getting trainer-wise, because the guy was doing 85-pound dumbbells. He put on a 25-pound weight ass with 35 pounds in the hands, and he doing step-ups. And I'm like, I may want to call somebody and ask if I can get out this one. Like, I'm watching this guy work out, and I'm like, and then, he tells me, you got 2 weeks to 3 weeks to catch up to me. So now he challenged me, and I'm like, shit, I've been there 2-3 weeks. Don't worry about me. So me and Tim started doing extra side things. So me and Tim started doing things, and then we got Pippen joined in there, and I didn't know how strong he was.
Yeah, he's strong.
Pip got 110-pound dumbbells. He clapping them things. Man, I'm looking around like, I got these 45-pounders. I'm struggling. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got to pick myself up. Like, so then, you challenge yourself. It was a great thing because you see what the greatest player does. And I tell people this all the time. Scottie Pippen is the best small forward to ever play if he shut the hell up and let and let people talk about how good he was. And you see this, and now we just became like an enclosed three guys who love to be around and just train. And it was unique. But the best part was MJ house was after you train. He had a cook over there, banana, pancakes, oatmeal, fresh fruit, fresh squeezed orange juice. You can order steak and eggs. It was like a smorgasbord at that house.
Yo, that's so dope. Did you hear what he said? He basically said he thought he was a good player and he thought he worked out hard until he got with MJ and was able to see what a GOAT does. And this was at the start of the second three-peat. See, Pippen had already been around Mike, so he knew the vibes. He was trained to go already. Feel me? But Pippen also realized he wasn't no MJ because he had 2 years to prove himself and he flamed. And what was his career like after Chicago? Okay. Jordan's will and desire to win, that's what inspired these dudes to become the best versions of themselves possible. Harp told you out of his own mouth. Somebody credible, somebody that was there. Those workout sessions created something special to the tune of a second three-peat without a game 7, which is sick. That's so sick. That's so sick. But you know what got me? Who smokes cigars at 6:30 in the morning and then works out? Nah, fam. Jordan was a little different. Facts. Listen, all I know is that I saw a guy take various groups of guys because Pitt was the only one that was there for all 6. But these guys were good and he pushed them to be great to the tune of not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, 5, 6 championships. How do guys less accomplished jump ahead of the guy that's undefeated in the finals? A guy that played with 3 Hall of Famers in his career in Robert Parrish, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen. Wait, I think it's one more. Oh, no, he played with Iceman George Gervin too, his rookie year. And I believe Iceman is in the Hall of Fame. So 4. But for context, Parrish was 43 and the Iceman retired the next year. Compared to these guys who have played with 1,000 Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, and 10,000 All-Stars. Huh? Come on, man. Come on. Listen, jump in the comments, fam, and tell me how do you feel about Jordan as a leader, right? Do you think his leadership is misrepresented? Let us know. If you enjoyed the video on your way out for free, baby, can you help the channel out and tap the like button for us? I really appreciate that, fam. And go ahead and subscribe if you want to be first to get this fire. Feel me? And if not, hey, thanks for stopping by. Till the next video, let's keep the truth alive, baby. Be safe and God bless.